Hey guys, welcome back. So today we'll be learning about how to determine dental age of the child. So whenever a child enters in our clinic, so as children carries unique sequence of eruption of teeth. So we are supposed to know at what age which specific tooth erupts into the oral cavity, because many of the times many children they face eruption disorders or delayed eruption. So at that time, if we are thorough with the knowledge that at what age which tooth erupts, then we can rule out the things properly. So that's why it is very important to know the significance of the dental age of the child and how to determine it. So what's the importance of the dental age? So the first thing which is very important is that the permanent teeth tend to erupt in groups, and it is less important to know the common eruption sequence rather than to know the expected time at which various groups of teeth appear. So this information it is particularly important during mixed dentition years, because in mixed dentition years in the oral cavity both primary as well as permanent teeth are present. So at that time it is very important to know which primary teeth sheds and which permanent tooth is going to erupt into the oral cavity. So there are three main determining factors for dental age. First is whenever we examine the oral cavity, we should see that which of the permanent teeth have erupted or which of the primary teeth have erupted. That we are supposed to check. Then next, the primary tooth which are present, how much is the amount of resorption of the roots of those primary teeth, that we are supposed to check. And third, the amount of development of the permanent teeth which are going to erupt into the oral cavity, that we are supposed to study. So the first, if there is any type of the permanent teeth present into the patient, then which all permanent teeth have erupted, that we are supposed to check. Second, how much is the amount of resorption of the roots of the primary teeth, and whereas third is the amount of development of the permanent teeth. So these are the three factors which should be kept in mind. Now this is the eruption sequence. In maxilla, first there is maxillary first molar erupts, followed by maxillary central incisor, maxillary lateral incisor, then maxillary first premolar, maxillary canine, maxillary second premolar, and maxillary second molar. Or there might be change in the sequence of maxillary second premolar and maxillary canine, but then other teeth, that is first molar, incisors, first premolar and molars, they usually follow the same sequence. In mandible, we have very first tooth which is mandibular first molar, followed by mandibular central incisor, then mandibular lateral incisor, followed by mandibular first premolar, mandibular second premolar, and mandibular canine. So these three teeth may switch on the timing sometimes. And the mandibular second molar. So basically if we observe the sequence, whenever they change, it is only with respect to canine and premolars in maxilla as well as mandible, whereas the molars and incisors they arise in the same sequence as shown. So now first is dental age 6. So we would see that which all teeth erupts into the oral cavity at 6 years of age. So firstly there is mandibular central incisor and permanent mandibular first molar. Then when these two teeth erupts, after those we have permanent maxillary first molar to erupt into the oral cavity. So now at the age of 6 years we have maxillary first molar and mandibular first molar along with the mandibular central incisor, which we can see in the naming system below. At the age of 7 years, along with mandibular central incisors and maxillary and mandibular first molars which erupts at the age of 6 years, we have maxillary central incisors which erupts into the oral cavity along with the mandibular lateral incisor. So the color chart which has been displayed below, it is just for reference to for easy understanding. So whichever numbers which are colored in black, those are the tooth number which erupts at the age of 6 years, whereas the tooth number which are colored in red are those which erupts at the age of 7 years, just to make understanding easier. So now what we have is maxillary and mandibular first molar into the oral cavity, mandibular central incisors at the age of 6 years, whereas at the age of 7 years we have maxillary central incisors and mandibular lateral incisors. Moving on to next, dental age 8. So at the age of 8 years usually we have eruption of only maxillary lateral incisors. So now if we observe at the age of 8 years what all teeth we have into the oral cavity usually are incisors, maxillary as well as mandibular. So we have maxillary central as well as maxillary lateral incisors and mandibular central as well as mandibular lateral incisors, along with the maxillary first molars and mandibular first molars. So at the age of 8 years we have complete maxillary and mandibular incisors and maxillary and mandibular first molars. Coming on to dental age 9 and 10. So as we can see in the figure, at the age of 9 and 10 usually there are only 3 primary teeth which are present into the oral cavity, that is canines, first molar and second molars. And at the age of 9 years approximately 1/3 of the root of each mandibular permanent canine and mandibular first premolar is completed. So 1/3 of the root formation is completed for the mandibular canine and mandibular premolar to erupt, whereas at dental age 10 there is root resorption of the remaining primary teeth and root development of their permanent successors. Going on to dental age 11. So dental age 11, it is characterized by eruption of mandibular canines and first premolars, that is mandibular and maxillary first premolars. So we get mandibular canines followed by mandibular first premolars and maxillary first premolars. Moving on to dental age 12. So at the age of 12 the remaining permanent teeth erupts into the oral cavity. So in maxilla the remaining permanent teeth are maxillary canine, maxillary second premolar and maxillary second molar, whereas for mandible the remaining teeth are mandibular second premolar and mandibular second molar. So these all teeth erupts at the age of 12. So for easier remembering we can remember it in way the odd number sequence, like 3, 5, 7 for maxilla and 5, 7 for mandible, because the mandibular canine it erupts at the age of 11 years itself. So we are remain only with mandibular second premolar and mandibular second molar. So 3, 5, 7 for maxilla and 5, 7 for mandible. So this is the maxillary canine which erupts at the age of 12, then maxillary and mandibular second premolars, and after few months maxillary and mandibular second molars erupt. So now focusing on the tooth numbering system below, we'll revise once. So the numbers which are in black color, those are the tooth numbers which erupts at the age of 6 years. So in that we have mandibular central incisor, then mandibular first molar and maxillary first molar. Then comes dental age 7. So the tooth number which are colored in red are those which erupt at the age of 7 years. So which are maxillary central incisor and mandibular lateral incisors. Now at the age of 8 years we get maxillary lateral incisors. So now at the age of 8 years we have maxillary and mandibular incisors completely erupted along with the first molars, maxillary and mandibular. Now coming on to age 11 years, we have the numbers which are colored in green. So for maxillary we have maxillary first premolar, and mandibular we have mandibular canine and mandibular first premolar. And at the age of 12 years, then for maxilla we have odd number sequence, that is 3, 5, 7, that is maxillary canine, maxillary second premolar and maxillary second molar. And for mandible we have 5 and 7, that is mandibular second premolar and mandibular second molar. Now we'll revise the sequence again in the form of a table. So at the age of 6 years, first we get mandibular central incisors and mandibular first molar, that is tooth number 1 and 6. Then we get maxillary first molar. At the age of 7 years, we get maxillary central incisors first, followed by mandibular lateral incisors. At the age of 8 years, we get only maxillary lateral incisor, whereas there is no eruption in the mandibular arch. At 9 and 10 years of age, there is root resorption and root development of primary teeth as well as the permanent teeth respectively. At the age of 11 years, firstly, there is mandibular canine and mandibular first premolar which erupts into the oral cavity, followed by maxillary first premolar. And then at the age of 12 years, then comes the odd number series, that is 3, 5, 7 of maxilla, that is maxillary canine, maxillary second premolar and maxillary second molar, followed by mandibular second premolar and mandibular second molar. So now coming on to OPGs, guys, we'll try to observe the OPG and we'll try to guess the age of the patient, at what might be the age of this patient with mixed dentition. So before studying any OPG, we should try to see which all permanent teeth have erupted into the oral cavity. Now in this OPG, the mandibular first molar seems to be erupted into the oral cavity, whereas the maxillary central incisor, it haven't yet erupted into the oral cavity. So as we know that maxillary central incisor, it's usually erupts at the age of 7 years. So the age of the patient might not be 7 years or more than 7 years, whereas it might not be less than 6 years because the mandibular first molars has already erupted into the oral cavity. So the age of the patient usually might be 6 years, not 7 as I have said, because the maxillary central incisors haven't yet erupted into the oral cavity. So the appropriate age might be 6 years. Moving on to next OPG. So in this OPG, we can see again that mandibular first molar has erupted into the oral cavity. Then we have mandibular incisor, like central incisor. Then we have maxillary central incisors also erupted. So this suggests that the patient has crossed the age of 7 years. The presence of mandibular first molar, it signifies that patient has crossed 6 years of age, whereas the presence of maxillary central incisors signifies that the patient has also crossed 7 years of age. And we can see that the maxillary lateral incisor, it is very close to erupt into the oral cavity. So as we know that maxillary lateral incisor, the age of eruption is around 8 years. So the age of the patient might be around 8 years, as lateral incisor is very close to get erupted into the oral cavity. So the age might be around 8 years. Moving on to third OPG. So in this OPG, we can again see that we have mandibular first molars erupted. Then we have all the 4 mandibular incisors, that is central and lateral, which have erupted into the oral cavity. Similarly, we have maxillary incisors also erupted, like central and lateral incisor. Now focusing upon the mandibular teeth, we can judge that around 1/3 of the root development has occurred with respect to mandibular canine and mandibular premolars of both the sides. So now we also have maxillary lateral incisors already erupted. So the age has already crossed off around 8 years. And at 8 years, we know that we have complete maxillary incisor and mandibular incisors erupted, and maxillary and mandibular first molars erupted. So the age has already crossed 8 years. Whereas age hasn't crossed yet 10 years, or it is not yet 11 years, because mandibular canine hasn't erupted into the oral cavity, because we know that at the age of 11 years mandibular canine erupts into the oral cavity along with the first premolars. But in this case, the mandibular canine hasn't yet erupted and maxillary lateral incisor has erupted. So the age is more than 8 years but less than 11 years. So the age might be around 9 to 10 years. Moving on to next OPG. So in this OPG, as we can again observe, we have mandibular first molar present. Then we have mandibular incisors present. Same maxillary incisors also have been erupted into the oral cavity. So maxillary lateral incisor has erupted. This means that age is above 8 years or 8 years still. Now we can see that the mandibular canine and mandibular first premolars, they have almost erupted into the oral cavity. Similarly, of this side also we can see that mandibular canine and mandibular first premolars, they are very close to their eruption into the oral cavity, but they haven't fully erupted into the oral cavity, which we usually see during the age of 11 years. So this age of the patient might be around 10 to 11 years, because we can see that mandibular canine and mandibular first premolars, they are very close to eruption, so they haven't yet erupted. So the age of the patient might be approaching towards the 11 years of age. I hope it's clear. So coming on to next OPG, we can see in this and figure out that we have already maxillary canine, maxillary second premolar and maxillary second molar, which is close to its eruption into the oral cavity. So we can very easily judge that the age of the patient might be around 12 years, because at the age of 12 years, if you guys remember, we have just learned that the odd number says like 3, 5, 7 into the maxillary arch and 5 and 7 into the mandibular arch. This teeth erupts at the age of 12 years, whereas in this case the 5 haven't yet erupted into the oral cavity, but then the other teeth, they have almost erupted into the oral cavity. So we can consider that the age of the patient might be around 12 years. So that's all guys, hope you like the video. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe my channel Akshay Bhandari's Dental Videos. We'll be back soon with more such content. Thank you.